everyone, it's Holly here from I Go Yoga, and if you don't know me, I help people to live with less stress and more joy using yoga and meditation. And in today's video, I am going to share with you a 5-minute, very short flow that you can do from home that is going to help you to relieve any lower back tension that maybe you're currently experiencing or you have experienced in the past. Now, before we start, I just want to let you know that if you would like to join us for any of our live online yoga and meditation classes, then just simply head over to igo-yoga.com/online and you'll be able to see our full timetable there. But let's get back to it. Let's just absolutely dive in. So today's short 5-minute flow is for you, and it is perfect for you if maybe you're experiencing any lower back tension at the moment. Maybe you sit at a desk all day for your job and you have very little exercise, especially nowadays. We don't have to go on that commute to and from work. Maybe, just maybe, you're starting to feel a little bit tight there and you want a nice, easy, gentle movement, a very short movement that you'll be able to do from the comfort of your own home. And so maybe, you are experiencing particular emotions in your life right now. I know for certain that whenever my back twinges, and it does, I'm usually out of balance energetically. Maybe it's to do with my fear. Maybe I'm feeling quite fearful. Maybe it's to do when I, experience challenges around money. Maybe it's to do with, having a sense of belonging. Maybe my home environment is a little bit disturbed. Maybe you're experiencing that. Note down, whenever you have back tension, are you having trouble somewhere in your life? Are you particularly feeling anxious? Are you feeling fearful? Are you frustrated or angry in any way? Because usually those emotions will manifest in the lower body, in the back, in the glutes, in the hamstrings, and we want to be able to free ourselves of this tension. We want to be able to release those energetic blockages so we continue to keep a smile on our face and confidently move through the challenges that life presents to us. So again, we're going to head over to the mat now. So I don't know, wherever you are, maybe you can create some space in your room. We're going to practice together just a very short, very gentle, simple and easy 5-minute flow that you can literally do anywhere at home, okay? So we're going to head over to the mat now. So you want to come with me? Okay. So we're just going to take a moment here just to ground ourselves for practice. I don't know what kind of day you've had, but it might help for you to just sit on maybe a cushion or a block just to really find the length through the spine so you can open and relax your hips. So just taking a moment here to connect with your breath, because when you can connect to your breath, you are enabling yourself to return back to your center. So just allowing that wonderful breath just flow through you with ease, without resistance. And just noticing where in the body that breath resides. And then just gently redirecting that breath into your chest, your ribs, and your back. Exhaling any tension with the breath. Letting that tension, that discomfort to dissolve into the space around you. Starting to find a rhythm with your breath now. As you start to energetically lift and activate your pelvic floor. Feeling that upward flow of energy moving through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, feel your navel pull into your spine as you knit your abdominal wall together, activating your core. Wonderful. And maybe here, just gently bring your hands to your heart center. You may set yourself an intention today. Maybe it's to release one of the emotions that we talked about just a while back. Or maybe you have your own intention today. And then when you're ready, gently inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes, and I would like you to meet me in our first posture today, which is child's pose. So we're just going to gently draw the big toes to touch. Keep the inner thighs together, nice and engaged as we start to reach through the fingertips. We're going to take a nice big breath as we lengthen through the spine, reach for the fingers, exhale, lower your forehead down into the mat. Just take a few moments here to ground yourself as you stretch and strengthen your body and your mind, grounding yourself into the mat. Just keeping the focus on your breath. And maybe sinking just a little deeper with every exhalation. If it helps here, you're welcome to just pop a cushion or a block or a bolster between your seat and your heels. Then as you inhale, gently gaze forward. Rise up to meet me in tabletop. We're going to take the knees hip width distance apart. We're going to open up the chest, pull back the shoulders, lift the seat toward the sky, open up the chest, lift that chin. Exhale, we're rounding the back, draw your chin to chest, push into the heel of the palms, push through the shoulder blades, lift the belly up to the sky. Inhale, we're going to open up that chest, and you might want to do this maybe 6 to 8 rounds. We're really warming up the spine, we're increasing mobility, we're practicing on connecting the body and the breath as they move in sync. And if you are experiencing any lower back tension, then that may be due to a dysfunctional core. Maybe you're not using your core effectively, so this will really help to strengthen the core. Wonderful. Coming to a flat back on your inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck toes under. We're going to shift the seat back toward the heels and slowly peel the knees away from the mat in a little mini down dog. We're pushing the mat away from you with your hands. And gradually, over time, we're going to gradually start to lengthen one leg at a time here. And we're moving to the breath. So with every exhalation, we're softening down into the heels. Finding your downward facing dog. This will help to really lengthen through your spine. So spreading your fingers, spreading your toes, pushing your hands and feet down nice and evenly into the mat beneath you. If you feel any discomfort here, if your hamstrings are particularly tight, keep a nice soft bend through the knees. Keep the back nice and straight. Together, we're going to spiral those upper arms into the body, those triceps. We're going to keep the neck nice and long. Keep gazing between the feet. Feel the length of the spine from the crown of the head right through to the sacrum. And now we're just feeling a slight posterior tilt in that pelvis to really activate through the core. Remember, if we want to release any lower back tension, we must be willing to really strengthen that core. Just a few more deep, energizing breaths here. Wonderful. As we inhale, we're going to gaze forward. And we're going to slowly shift those shoulders over the wrists. As we exhale, we're going to lower knees and gently bend through the elbows, dropping the chest and chin down to mat. Inhale, unravel the arches of the feet. Maybe drop the elbows under the shoulders. Place the palms down. We're going to really seal that pubic bone down. Keep the core knitting together. Feet hip width distance apart. We're coming into Sphinx now. So just roll back those shoulders. Notice the difference between good pain and bad. And know that when it's time to listen to your body and give it what it needs. Just taking a few more breaths here. Maybe start to activate the knees by really just lifting them away from the floor. You'll feel the quads activate. Start to push into the arches of the feet. Roll the shoulders back a little further. Maybe you want to just lift that chin up to the sky. Opening up your throat. You're opening yourself up to all possible ways to communicate effectively and elegantly. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly drop the knees down. Push into the knees, push into the elbows. Straighten through the arms as you lift the elbows away from the floor. And we're walking the hands all the way back in. Big toes touch to child's pose. Pull the inner thighs together, especially if you're currently experiencing any lower back pain. And maybe we're going to come into our full balasana. Take the hands beside the body, forehead comes down. Breathing here, just 3 deep, mindful, conscious breaths. You'll feel the back really release and soften. 1 more breath here. Inhale, let's gaze forward. Extend the arms, rise up to tabletop. Knees hip width distance. We're coming back to our downward facing dog. Sitting back to the heels as we exhale. Slowly lift and lengthen. Just work with whatever your body wants to give you today. We're just taking a few more breaths here. Just breathing in and breathing out of your nose. Just noticing that gentle activation through the core. As you start to separate yourself from any thoughts that may be moving to and through you today. And when you're ready, take an inhale, gaze forward. And we're going to drop the knees, keep a nice flat back. We're going to cross the ankles over and walk the hands into the knees as we come back to seated. I'm going to separate the legs, shift into the center of the mat. Maybe take the backs of the thighs as we slowly lower all the way down to the mat. And here we can just take a moment to curl up into a nice tight ball. We're just focusing on keeping that pelvis nice and grounded. If it's not available to take your opposite elbow, just the wrist, or maybe just hands on the knees or the shins. Just keep that breath flowing. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale, drop the left sole of the foot down to the floor. Externally rotate that right hip, cross the ankle over the thigh. And we're going to either interlace the hands and wrap them around the thigh, or if you want to come a little deeper, the shin. Inhale, push into the back of the head, move the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, we can gently start to draw that left knee toward the chest. Breathing in. And breathing out as we push through the heels. Flex through the feet. Gorgeous. And as we exhale, we slowly lower down and come to the opposite side. Externally rotate that left hip and take that bind to wherever feels good for you today. Let's try and keep the length through the back of the neck as well. Remember, the neck is an extension of the spine. But the most important thing here is that you're breathing. If there is no breath, there is no yoga. As with every exhalation, you relax your muscles and you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the body's natural relaxation response, which allows for healing. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower and release. Now we can pull the inner thighs back into chest. Extend the arms into a capital T shape if you've got the room. And we're slowly going to lower the knees all the way down to the right side of the mat. And we can keep the knees aligned with the hips as we gaze over that left shoulder. Breathing in, feel the length through the spine. And breathing out as you invite that left rib cage to move down, that left shoulder to soften into the mat. Inhale, Maybe activate the core or keep the soles of the feet on the mat as you come back to center. Exhale, we lower all the way down to the opposite side. Inhale your energy, lengthen. Exhale, release and soften. And just notice that not every one posture fits all, so know what feels good and what doesn't. And then finally, as we inhale, we come back to center, give ourselves a final squeeze. And gently exhale. Now we can move to our full Savasana. But first of all, I'll just offer you the variation. So we're just going to take the heels and the edges of the feet to the edge of the mat. And we're going to knock the knees in together as we gently posterior tilt that pelvis. Feel just a slight tuck of that tailbone. Press into the back of the head, move the shoulders away from the ears, palms come down beside the body, palms face upward. And now just inviting that breath to move back into the belly, back into the abdomen. If you prefer and you feel comfortable here, you're welcome to stretch out those legs. Take the heels as wide as the mat or just a little wider than your hips. And just gently soften as you release back into the present moment. Just letting go of the worries and the fears that may be plaguing you. And just bringing yourself back to your center now. Feeling grounded. Feeling safe, feeling fearless, and ready to take on whatever life or the universe decides to dish out. Maybe allow a few exhalations to come out of the mouth. Feel your whole body unravel into the mat beneath you. Knowing that you are supported by life and that you have everything you need here. And you can stay here for as long as you like. But when you are ready, just start to pull those knees into your chest. Maybe take the backs of the thighs and just start to rock yourself backwards and forwards. This is great to re-energize that back. Massage the back, come up to seated. Back into your easy pose. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe get your block or your cushion underneath those hips. Bring yourself back to your intention here. Know that you have everything you need. Thank you so much for joining me today. I should say namaste to you. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear your feedback. Did that help you? Is that a short 5-minute easy flow that you feel that you could do from the comfort of your own home? I'd love to hear more from you. If you do have, an interest in joining us for our live online yoga meditation classes, you are so more than welcome to. I would absolutely love to have you invite me into your home, because I'm inviting you into mine, just recognizing that we're all one. We're all on this wonderful journey together, and I hope to see you all sometime very, very soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.